Hi everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. Last we left off, we went through Treviso, met Lucanus and Ilario for some lovely coffee and walked through the marketplace, and then went and fought some Tom and Venatori. Now, I think we'll start off doing a little, room decoration, maybe some, wardrobe changes, and then jump over and do some Tosh stuff. Let's do some decor mode. Let's put some little, elven things up. Ooh, that's fun. What is this vessel with emerald trimming? Interesting. Oh, the nug is cute. Let's apply the nug. Put the nug out here. Maybe ooh, the Ellen artifact's cool. Veilguard implement is also cool. Technical and mildly unpredictable, or largely mystery. Big fragment. That looks really neat. Elven scroll, less cool looking. Let's do the artifact fragment. What about the wall decor? That's very dwarven. Hala. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. That looks good. And then on this one, I think let's put the elven base over here, because that's pretty cool looking. So, does Arana play music, do you think? We're gonna leave that. Put the glittering mosaic here. Oh, wrong. Wrong. Come on. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to look at this one. Because I've got the Ancient Elven Scroll right there. Ooh, spooky. I have that one on the other side. Maybe the artifact or the Veilguard implement. I like this one. Obviously the Azure Crow mask is cool, but I think just maybe this. Let's see if I can put... I'll put the Elven Lantern there for now. I don't know that I want to keep the Elven Lantern. And then I can put the Veilguard implement here. Lovely. Nice. Good decor. And let's do some wardrobe things real quick. So let's update. We're not doing helms. See if there's any armor we like better on them. I don't know that there is. This looks pretty good actually on them. Actually, I really like the way this looks on them. Ooh. Because I have been having them around in that. That does look better. These toes out? These are not toes out. Arana's gonna have to have toes out. That looks so good, but it feels wrong putting that on a non-crow. Of course looks great. Of course looks really cool. It's still got feet. The trappings looks good, but I really like the Watcher robes. I just wish that they didn't have feetsies in, because I think Arana has no feetsies. What is this one? The Archivist robes. Oh, okay, actually these look really good. Let's do these. Yes. And then I may actually switch her their casual wear to the time-tested trappings. Right, super stiff leathers, I mean. Because I really like the way these look as well on them, perhaps more than that. Again, the Watcher's robe looks really good. I don't think we want to do that though. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. It says armor may have issues, but that's okay. Do we have a preferred mage knife? I want something that's Dalishy. Shard, Dragonbone, from the Crows, Deventer, Crows, Navara, Arlathan. There we go. That's the one we'll use then. And let's see if I can get a better, more appropriate thing here. Crows, Deventer. Doesn't say. Chastened, Andrastian. Doesn't say. That's the promotional one. That's Warnwatch. about the glacial rod? That looks really cool, but they don't do that. Do I like the acolyte staff or the frost branch better then? Frost branch. How does the shock branch look? Shock branch looks cool, but it does definitely look to enter. Let's just keep with frost branch for now. No. Okay. Anything new for Bellara? No. She does get new bows. Let's see. That bow or this bow? This bow is awesome. Let's do that one. Yeah. Davrin. Oh, hi, son. That's his only armor. You could have this one. Yeah, I like that one better than the black sword. And then, yep, that's his only thing. Okay, Emmerich. Probably nothing new for Emmerich. That staff or this staff. I like this staff better, but this is the one he actually has in like cutscenes, so we're gonna leave this one. Harding. Harding actually has a few options. I like her OG. And then sorry for the sunny. Yeah, I like that bow. And actually, let me select this one so that she continues wearing that one specifically. Lucanus. We have a lot of outfits for Lucanus. I think I really like him in this one this time. I did not have him wearing this in my OG playthrough. Exciting. This one. Let's do this one. I like the way that one looks. Nev. This or in this. I like this one. This one looks pretty. And that's the only one she has right now, so it doesn't really matter. Tosh doesn't have any other axes right now, or other clothes. Okay. Where to go from here? We're gonna go do Tosh things. So we're gonna go join Tosh in Rivain. Alright, friends, let's hit the crossroads. Actually, let's just hit Rivain. We're gonna bring Lara and Harding for a short minute. We'll meet Tosh there. Not that I expect this will take very long, but to get to Tosh. That is. Let's see if we can do this now. I don't know if we can.
Of course.
Let's ignite that. Ow! Skabash. Ooh. Ooh. There's a little ore here. And there's a note. Weathered journal page. I hate keeping watch here. Tops doesn't believe me, but I swear the statue's eyes follow me at night. Why'd they build a castle around that thing anyway? I may be a city elf from Valrio, but even I know a dread wolf when I see him. Warden Mel Caravu. Not 631 steel. How is there paper or vellum just like left? It's been 300 years. And they were just like, yeah, it's still here. It's cash. Paper left in the open for that long? I mean, I thought I just saw a wisp up there. I think maybe I'm seeing things. But yeah, I mean, like, sure, if it was, like, well kept, even potentially, like, in a book, it might be fine. But just, like, loosey-goosey out in the elements? Wild.
Looks like the dread wolf finds his way just about everywhere.
That way. What's that way? mean, the Dread Wolf, but like, what else? Skeletons. Hello, skeletons. Excuse me. Tried not to sneeze. Or at least not sneeze too aggressively. Yeah, why don't y'all... Actually, why don't y'all do that?
Great, Laura. Finish it. Good work, everyone.
Nice. I need to do my skills for a minute. I haven't done those in a while. What's this in here? Templar's ritual kits. Oh yeah, the like lyrium heroin.
If you spot one wrecked ship, there's probably 100 others beneath the waves.
Yeah, cool. Oh, waterlogged note. Tell Xenon this is the last time I'm taking this route. If he wants to have the rarest pears at the Black Emporium, he can get them himself. Avoiding the Cunari and the Rivain and the pirates is bad enough, but I think we're being followed by a dragon. See you soon. Or never again. AQK. Interesting.
I found another line in the lullaby that I think started as Dwarven and then became back
Whoa,
Elven.
what was that?
Oh, go on. Irsana Emma. In Elven, it could mean I'm filled with nothing. But what if it's actually Isana?
The dwarven word for lyrium?
Isn't lyrium Titan blood? The next line's about the elven gods. Your lyrium brings pride to the gods. They did use lyrium, we know that much.
Wow.
Is this difficult for you? I don't have to keep going.
No. Keep going. I'm invested now.
I want to know why, like, why that's considered a lullaby. Okay, there we go. Wow. And haha. That's good. Volatar. God touched Volatar. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that's what you were called. Holy crap. Yeah, do that.
Hitting us from range. Range attackers. Don't
There's a... Oh, I thought it was an ogre. It's not. It's a...
coming at range.
Ooh, ouch.
Good to go again.
Oh, how high. Look at that, dude. That's an image that you love to see.
Ready to go.
Gross.
Cross. Hitting us from range.
Alright, can you detonate this overwhelm real quick? And Valara, will you heal me?
Right out.
Thank you. I didn't want to use
Ranged incoming.
anything. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of this other guy real quick. I only have the one guy to deal with. Big Reaper. And we're gonna zip around, loop it. And what you do? There we go.
For sure. Got him in position.
Very nice work, ladies.
Still alive? Still alive.
That was pretty sweet. Love to see it. Alright. What is this over here? Fiago. Since you said you already had weaponry covered, we sent mostly alchemical supplies. These should give you what you need for those lovely little traps you've been springing on your new friends in Treviso. You can send your team to our agreed-upon drop spot at the waterfall in the cliff tops. Here's to causing trouble for the Antom, wherever they are. Isabella.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
This was an ambush.
That sucks. Okay. Dragon's Breath and the Antom Schism. The official story of the Qunari attack upon the south holds that the Dragon's Breath plan to attack the south was a rogue action against official Qunari orders. This is true, but it is not the whole truth. The Salisari, triumvirate of the Qun, represents the Qunari people. The Arishok commands the Antom, the military branch that represents the body. The Arakun leads the scholars and the priests, representing the soul. And the Aragina guides the craftspeople, representing the mind. After the breach wreaked chaos across the south, the triumvirate suggested caution and sent a Qunari representative to observe and report on the Inquisition. But some of the Antom and the Ben Hasrath believed their leaders lacked the will to end the threat. The Dragon's Breath was indeed unsanctioned, but it was not unpopular. Qunari who had fought the blood mages of Tevinter had learned to fear all magic. They wanted a fast solution. When Dragon's Breath failed, the surviving Ben Hasrath spies surrendered. In contrast, the Antom insisted that Dragon's Breath had failed because it did not go far enough. The boss, they declared, did not merit education under the Qun. They must be conquered or destroyed. When their Arishok, who had fought Darkspawn in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight, argued against this demand, his Onkith declared him corrupt. They ambushed the Arishok at the War Council, leaving him badly injured. Then the bloodthirsty Antom went to war, a body now bereft of mind and soul. An excerpt from Marlacune, The Loss of Reason, by Seer Rowan of Derismud. The Arishok, who had fought Darkspawn and Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. That's our boy Sten! We love Sten, the Arishok. I always forget that he becomes the Arishok, but he does, which is really exciting. See if it lets me click off of it. Okay, beautiful. Alright. On to Tosh. See if we can go find her. Find him. Oh, why didn't it let me take that potion? There we go. So my mug was in the way for my mouse. There we go. Oh, gonna die right there if I do that. It's easier for me to zip line than walk that little board.
Do a lot of elven ruins float like that?
Like
I've never seen anything like it.
And
Like
I've
what?
been all around Thetis several times.
I don't
Not
see any
until
other ones.
recently, Solus changed something with this ritual. I know an elf who camped in some ruins, woke up and found that they'd ended up in the clouds.
How'd they get down?
Oh, they haven't! Too far up. But we send them food and water.
Oh,
Good.
thank you for that new nightmare.
You're welcome. Gotta get this out of the way. Okay. I think I've read this, haven't I? I'm not sure. It was Cataranda herself chased us in here. We got food and water for a day or two, but Jonas is badly hurt. I think she got Mirabelle? How does something that big come out from nowhere? Shoot. Gosh, dang it. Oh, we're gonna just go run into here. 1, 2. And let's get back. Correct. Beautiful work. I guess you can hit a Deep Stalker, why not?
You bet. Ranged incoming.
One, two, and move. Three.
Go again.
Yep. Go. Got one.
Good to go.
Beautiful work. Not bad at all. Alright.
That's a win.
We're supposed to meet Tosh. I'm guessing up here. Wait, can I climb this? No, wait. Yes, wait. Yes. But first, let me take a selfie. No. Let me open this. Let me open this. I would need those 21 monies to buy things. And I don't know what's wrong, but I wonder if it's from blowing the cords out singing yesterday. Let me unlock that fast travel spot. Thank you. What was I stuck on? I'm not sure. Let's go run around up here. Over to this Grey Warden zone. I want to know more about it. This Grey Warden spot. I always want to know more about the Grey Wardens though, so that is no surprise.
I was not expecting to see Morrigan with the Veil Jumpers.
She shows up now and again, sometimes with news or a warning.
That sounds like Morrigan.
Some of the others swear she watches out for us in the form of a raven. And she once swooped down to save a couple of Veil Jumpers from a rampaging demon. As a spider, a really large one, wagon-sized.
Wow.
Well, I'd rather have the wagon-sized spider on my side, I suppose.
Definitely. But as our good friend Alistair said, swooping is
Got a job
bad.
for me? I could use some action.
I think you had a job for me, right? Fire on the sands. Tasha's taking some time on the beach to blow off steam, figuratively and literally. This quiet moment offers a better chance to get to know her better. My eyes start reading things later than they should. I just like jump around by accident.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey. Don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
You're like the opposite of Shale. It's a fun side of you. This is unexpected for you. We could be relaxing. Meow. We could be relaxing.
You know, we could be drinking right now. Or sparring, or reading, or whatever it is you do.
This is what I do. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antam called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues.
There are a few every
Don't scare the
generation,
birds.
and they're heavily recruited into the Antam. How come we don't experience any of them? A few every generation?
My
How many
mother
is a
left the
few?
queue not far from here.
By
She got
definition, at
herself
least
transferred
3.
to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kantar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
Lycune isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Cune?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
I think that's fair.
There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Qunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qune.
Okay.
There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them.
There should be one more. There is. It's right here. Nice. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me see if I can make that. Ugh. I'm not allowed to make that, it looks like. I wonder, how do I get up to there? Oh, not that way.
What crap is that?
Alton must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach.
What the
Gosh,
crap is
Vatari.
that?
Come on.
Me dying.
These banners need to burn. Gotcha.
I love the idea of I fall into the water where I can't swim and Tosh just goes, what the heck is that?
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy.
Lost poem, translated from Cunlat. Slow blink seems to say, I'm going to eat you, little fish. Purr, soft, soothing friend.
So I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
I think that's interesting, given that taste and smell are so heavily tied together that Tasha's
An
smell
on-top
is
supply cache.
better
Too bad it's locked up.
because
Not for
she has
long.
less taste.
Watch. Got it.
Wow, it burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby.
That's so interesting. Because I feel like you wouldn't use metal spoons in this, like,
This way.
More
medievalist,
birds to feed?
Something like
neo-medievalist
that.
style world. Oh, how I would like to read you the paper I wrote in college about women in high fantasy using Veilguard.
Karash.
Not instead
It's
of, but
Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh, it's good you came early. The
Oh,
feather
I think
clouds are
we
getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. They're a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
it's rough out here.
No good being stuck in the rain. You gonna be okay?
My shelter is enough. It's better for me than being inside.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Cune. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
I'm sorry, are you okay?
I'm sorry the Antum did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Evatash. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Evatash.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
I really like him.
So, the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Kyun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Rivain, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
That's a lot.
Not always easy, is it?
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
Because Arana really hasn't lived a multicultural life. Very much Dalish elf.
So what's
Veil
not always
jumpers,
easy?
also still very
I've been
Dalish.
a city elf living in an alienage,
Oh,
a Dalish elf living with my clan in the forest, and now part of a team fighting elven gods. Just once. I'd like to be one thing, you know?
we've been a city elf and a Dalish elf? Interesting. The Chantry versus the Kyun. An excerpt from Tov Ashath, a guide for Kunari leaving the Kyun, written by Seer Rowan, with notes from Shathan, translated from Kunlat. As you learn of the world outside of the Kyun, you will hear people speak of the Maker and the Chantry. In some ways, these are like the Kyun under which you grew up. The Chantry is not like the whole of the Kyun. It is instead like our priests and scholars. Outside the Kyun, the military is controlled by a ruler like the king of Rivain, while building and farming are controlled by merchants. If this strikes you as inefficient, you understand it correctly. Imagine an Athlock worker and an Asala priest arguing over how to build a library, with no triumvirate to settle their disputes fairly. The Chant of Light teaches that the world was created by the Maker, a divine figure who left the world to dwell in the Fade. By the Maker means that something surprising has happened, while Maker willing is hoping for good fortune. The Maker is not a spirit or a demon. Suggesting this might be the case makes the Chantry priest very unhappy. Andraste was a warrior and scholar who received visions of the Chant of Light, much like Koslun understanding the principles of the Kyun. She spread the chant across the south. The core principles of the Chantry are to be kind to one another, to spread the word of the Chant of Light, much like the Kyun was meant to spread, and to not let mages rule over others. This is interpreted differently in different countries. In the south, mages were kept in captivity, restricted almost like our Cerebas. In Rivain, mages simply must renounce any claim to rule as a noble. In Tevinter, Chantry priests say that the Chant of Light only restricts mages from ruling for evil, and mages are free to rule. This has led to a split between the Chantry there and in other places. It is reassuring to see that the Kyun is not the only way of life broken by institutional corruption. I really like this. How similar the Chantry, like they pull the Chantry to the Kyun. Because I feel as though in other games, the Kyun is very much seen as this like very other, very strange thing. And in this, Rowan and Shathan say, oh, this is simply the way it is. Not uncommon at all.
Yeah.
We will have to go meet Rowan soon.
I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Rivain were at peace.
A lost poem, translated from Kunlat. Look beyond the sea. White clouds race across the sky. Forget cannon smoke.
Now the Antom have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
But the Antom don't see you as one of them either, do they? Neither do the Kunari back in Parvalin.
Nope.
That kitty yawning. Hi, kitty yawning. That's not one I can jump off of because I will drown because I cannot swim, evidently. Hi, birds. Why are we going in circles? Could we not just come back the way we came? I think it was probably easier than this. Perhaps not.
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, relax.
You know what I meant. She always did like the grumpy ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied. Although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
That's such an
Perhaps
interesting line to
because
just
in
like come
some
straight
ways,
out with. Like,
she
what?
acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antom.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
You talk like her sometimes.
Sometimes I wonder where you got your attitude. And then we talk to your mother.
What? I don't talk anything like her.
Okay.
Shut up.
Thanks for the walk.
They said bye. Quest complete. Fire on the sands. Tosh spent time on the Rivain coast feeding the birds and practicing her fire breathing. An encounter with her mother, Shatan, shows that they do not always get along, but have each other's best interests at heart. Oh, that's my favorite armor for Tosh. Speaking of armor for Tosh, I want to... Wait, hold on. Before I say that. There, wait, where's the thing? I want to be able to... Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. That's what I wanted. Bash! Okay. No, I don't need to go across there. I need to... Is there anything else for me to do here in Rivain? Yes, there is. Let's do that. Before I get too deep into that, however, I would like to do some inventory management. Laura, quiet. Helms. So... This is increased critical damage, weak damage. Let's switch to the Defiant one. And then... I think I like the armor I have on now. Tincture belt. Definitely does more healing, but I do like the grants quick and known potion use. And it does give ability damage. Control abilities, stagger from control abilities, duration abilities. What abilities am I using? Duration control, duration strike, area strike. Let's keep the duration then on. Shock damage, I mean, duh. Man on kill is pretty good too, but final agile and charged attack damage. Maybe just shocking weapons duration? Maybe let's up my defense. Like that. And then... It has much higher stagger, but not much higher. It also grants 30 defense. let's use that then. A little less damage, but higher other stuff. This one has really good stagger. Thorn of Misfortune. Yeah, let's keep that. I'm a big fan of using like high stagger. Because being able to just like bap them is so nice. And then let's see what new weapons we have. Resistances become offensive damage bonuses of the same type for 10 seconds. There's fire damage, increase range attack damage, max potions. Let's do that. Let's do this. And then barrier, frozen duration, damage versus all. Range attack. Yeah, let's do these three. Let's upgrade my companions real quickly. So like Laura doesn't have a trinket slot, but I can go ahead and upgrade her stuff. Weakened duration, or weakened effectiveness. Stagger plus 100, or shocked. Now apply to all enemies within that area. Ooh. Let's do shocked. Like Davran has not a new trinket. Not a, well, I mean, he does have a different sword, but I don't think it's better. It's not. Does not have a new thing. He does have 4 points here, though. This is the Asan Strike. Now applies bleed. Now applies burning. Let's apply burning. Let's do Battle Cry. Battle Cry is the one that taunts. 50 health each second the taunt is active. Ooh, okay. Protective. When you're at low health, Battle Cry automatically triggers if it's not on cooldown. Yes, that sounds awesome. Effective radius is larger. Let's do effective radius. Yeah. Emmerich. Anything new? Oh, yes, actually. Chittering Signet. Is a bug ring. I want a bug ring. Jealous I don't have a bug ring. Spirits, the bell tolls, or final rites. Final rites does a lot of damage. Deals high stagger. Explodes in blast necrotic image. Okay, let's do this one. And then applies necrosis on it. Awesome. It says he still has more stuffs. He should not still have more stuffs. He does. That is a better stave though. Harding. Yeah, I'm gonna keep increasing her heavy draw stuff because it's really good. Thalassotradum. On impact, shot now splinters, hitting 2 additional enemies, or detonation damage increased. Let's do 2 additional enemies. Lucanus. Is better. Applies for ability to necrotic. Deals 100 damage to enemies with high health. And has 50% penetration. Let's get the penetration. Let's give him revival charges. Wow, I've already pretty much stacked out. Debilitate. Let's use it then. When it deals critical, you gain precision. It deals critical, active afflictions, gain an additional stack, and have their durations reset. Cool. Let's do that. Extra damage to it. Sundered effectiveness, sundered duration. We're gonna do sundered effectiveness. And then we want eviscerate. Oh, I know you could refund things. You learn something new every day. And yep, that's what I want him wearing. Nev. I've got 6 points in Nev. Oof, wow, okay. This is her, I want her, is it Icebreaker? No, it's this one I like, Glacial Pace. So let's upgrade Glacial Pace significantly. And then let's go ahead and upgrade these ones as well. just like that, just through her stronger things. And then Tosh, of course I want wearing this, because this is my favorite outfit on Tosh. This is one of my favorite outfits in the game, actually. I love the way that this is designed. It's beautiful. And then, okay, then Tosh's stuff, we're gonna do Spitfire, Ice Overwhelm, when hit applies burning, may trigger automatically, and then increase strength burst here. Great. Fire breath. We're gonna switch that out for Spitfire. Nev, I'm gonna switch this for Glacial Pace. Lucanus, I think I'm actually happy with the things he has. Same with Harding. Emmerich, Sunder, Supplies Weekends. I do like him applying Quietus, but I think I'm gonna give him a heal. Davrin, I want to pull. No, I don't. I like these two things, Assault Strike and Death from Above. Because I've not spec'd out... Oh, I've not spec'd out Death from Above. I've not spec'd out Heroic Strike either, though. Apply Overwhelm or Detonate Weekend. I am applying Overwhelm like crazy. I think let's keep the one that detonates Weekend. And then Bellara, Enfeebling Shot. Yeah, I mean, those are the ones she's been using. She hasn't used the, like... I don't have the Fade Tears one. Or Galvanized Tear open. And then let's do my skills. I have 6 of them. 6 skill points. I've been doing a lot of, like, their duration, right? Are what my spells are. Duration and control. But I've been like speccing into Antivan Crow mostly, right? So like, what's this? Spirit Blade. You can now use your heavy attack to at the end of a light attack chain to conjure a blade and project a short distance. This consumes an arcane bomb, requires Orb and Dagger. But it is a further distance, which is nice. Let's do that. Do we want to do the crow spec? Are we ready to crow spec? Harnessing the agility, dash forward and flash agility, energy, landing attacks. Explodes a moment later, deals damage twice. That's pretty solid. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see if we can get some other, like, things, though. Staggering charge. Stagger from charged attacks. Light damage attack versus health. Yes. Immune reaction. Shocking weapons deal more damage. Perfect defense. Grant shocking weapons. These. Upgrade blast abilities. What is this one I just got? It's a strike blast. Okay, well, cool. Final attack damage. Stagger from weapon attacks. Just increases overall. Yep, great. From a takedown grants a... Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to my character and see if I want to switch out... Do I want to switch out Tempest with Voidblade? Maybe. I like Tempest a lot. Voidblade's really good. Maybe I am going to actually do this, and we're going to be all lightning for like a hot minute. Can I... Frost Nova just doesn't do that much damage, is the thing. I mean, you could do Arcane. You could do... I like having, like, non-destructive light does that much fire damage. This does that much electric damage. The Avatar of Storm seek vengeance on your enemies. Deals... What's it do? You do like that, and you go zoom, and it goes pow pow. Okay. Deals heavy damage and applies 2 stacks of shock to enemies within a large radius. As opposed to this is a really large beam. Concentrate beam of primal elemental energy. Deals damage each second to all enemies caught in the beam while applying burning. Let's do Thunderous End. Okay.
Morgan when she was an advisor to the Orlesian Empress, didn't you? I've read stories about how tricky it is to navigate the royal court in Orlais, you know, socially. And Morgan's so comfortable in the forests. It's hard to imagine her at court.
She didn't present herself as a wagon-sized spider, so that probably helped her fit in. You know, even as a spider, she wouldn't have been the most venomous person there.
Yeah.
Seems like you're never far from the water in Rivain, one way or another.
Antom orders. The boss here attempt to help the boss in Treviso. I will not have the butcher complaining that I am hindering his efforts. Gillanane does not reward those who fail. Find the crows and these supplies and bring them to the warden fort. We will deliver both to the butcher to show that Antom who serve Pinchenek are worthy of greatness.
Looks like the Antom got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back and pay back the Antom.
Back over to the Grey Warden outpost. Hopping over some rocks and open that bag as I pay attention. Man, I would love to be able to just like climb up a waterfall just cause, you know? And that was literally just cause it didn't help me. Alright. Up and across. And over this way. And now I can just run across this little beam, which is fantastic. It doesn't have to take forever. Ooh. Yeah, let's ignite that. Boom. What's this way? Don't call it a castle. Castles are political. It's a fort. Military. Wardens don't get involved in politics. Allegedly. I know that's not really true because obviously I've hit the Grey Warden significantly and, well, they do involve themselves in politics quite a lot. Especially in Origins. Just drop in here.
Here we go.
Whoa, wow. Why did that knock out all of its armor? That's a lot. I want to try out my new... Ooh. Well. Haha. So, I'm going to try out my new thing. And this. Okay. Meow. Meow. What is it, buddy? Hey. Hi. And then Blur, if you want to also replenish my health. So I look good. Ow. Hey, what is it, buddy? I'm supposed to be going this way, though. There's... I can't go that way anymore. Okay, hold on. How do I... Not this, I don't think, actually. This is different. Can't do that yet. Maybe this is just the best bet, is you just go this way? No, because it's blocked off that way. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have been going this way in the first place. Ow.
Why does everyone call you Harding and not Lace? Is that a Ferelden thing?
Oh, that's just a me thing. Charter called me Scout Harding, and it just stuck.
Huh. But I can call you Lace, right? It's such a pretty name and unusual. Pretty unusual. Ooh, or unusually pretty. One of the two. Or both.
Yeah, you can call me Lace.
Oh, good. I just wanted to check. Casey hated it.
I didn't particularly want to do this quest right now. Hey, Sunshine. He is always in the way. Oh, good. Sorry. Bad audio there. The kitty baby was scrubbing his face on it. I think I got cat hair in my eyelashes. I did. That's good. Where is there another? Here. Here we go. Whoa. That time they zoomed. To this guy? Oh, yes, but on the other side of the wall. Gone? Can't be totally gone. Wait, where's... I forget where the other one is. Crap. Well, we'll come across it at some point. Oh, no, he's back. Well, hello. Hello. Okay, back on to our main mission of getting to the Warden Fort to recover the supplies. I think we're already in the Warden Fort, but you know. Oh, I've already opened that. Okay, good. Over here. Oh, cutscene. Not really, just battle scene. Pinshank, the Blood Eater.
That's a problem.
If you're overwhelmed, great. Valachar, enter. Valachar. Blood Weekend.
For sure. Take him out. Get clear. I'm ready. Coming at range.
Ouch, ouch. I'm gonna do this, do that, and have you this.
You got it. Finish it. Don't just stand there.
I'm trying to not just stand there, don't worry. Oh, yeah.
Good work, everyone.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I've discovered this is how you play Orb and Dagger. Is as like a
The
crow.
Antom kept me alive so they could use me to trick Rivain into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
I
The
was
Lords of
coming
Fortune sent us.
to get
We've
you.
dealt with the Antom.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antom there.
Excellent. Excellent. Nice. I want to get up to there. How do I do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? Let's see. Well, first off, my potion's full, actually. Never mind. Ha! Second off, is there a way up there? Yeah, I can explode that. I don't know if that...
And now we have a path forward.
Yep. I was gonna say, I don't know if that does what I need it to do, but it does, in fact, actually do exactly what I need it to do. Oh, there's a Wisp. Hi, Wisp. If I remember correctly, Wisp goes this way. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Why is there Navaran influence here? I don't know the answer. An eternal way. Oh, good. And Shadow Breath, stave, and crack down the Warden heads. Oh, don't do that. Didn't mean to do that. I would have taken this though. And then I wanted to try some things, right? So like climb up here, run over here, jump, jump, jump. Look at this, and look at this, and then nothing else here. Except this cool painting of a griffin eating a darkspawn, or painting, mural, whatever. And then we do this, and I go up here, across this little bridge, open that bag, 12 gold, over here, and up, and 15 gold, and yep, and over here. Okay, that's how you get to that. Up. What is this?
Look at that ocean view.
Some kind of little statue. Free March's Guardian. And some stuffs. And the Warden's Key. And we climb down. And then it's immediately beneath me. Drop. And chest. Enchanted Atame. Okay, great. So, anything else here in Rivain? I don't... Yes, there's the Warden Vault, but I'm not, like, I'm not having to do that right now. We can do Hall of Valor whenever. Let's go back to the lighthouse real quick, talk to everybody, and then we're gonna hit the Lucanus' bidding farewell to go talk about Katarina's funeral. Thanks from Treviso. Okay, let's read this missive. Rook, Taya said she could get this to you. I just wanted you to know that, thanks to your rescue, I was able to get the supplies from Rivain down into Treviso. We just sprang a large group of prisoners free. Thanks to you and the Lords of Fortune, we had poisons to take out the Antom guard station, herbs to treat prisoners' injuries, and gold for the bribes to get them out safely of Treviso. Treviso will be free, and the Antom will regret ever showing their faces here. Yours, Natalie of House Cantori. I don't think that was probably her actual voice, but you know, we did it. Oh, I have something important up here. Oh, it's Bellara and Emmerich. Hello, Bellara and Emmerich. Sitting on the couch.
No, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Bellara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Bellara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Oh, wait, I love that. I really love Emmerich and Bellara as, like colleagues. It's so cute. They're so sweet. Ever seen anything like it?
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the application, the finesse. Though admittedly, my interests lie more with the spirits. Look to Bellara for elven magic expertise.
Yeah, he's right.
You were here, what, 5 minutes? And you had that thing fixed.
And it's quite a complex mechanism.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
Mostly?
That was really reassuring until mostly.
In between the two? It's hard. I've never had a chance like this. This kind of access to knowledge. It's Solas's old home. I want to learn as much as I can.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
He's right.
Emmerich's right. Relax. Sleep. You'll work better.
I try, then I start to think I should be doing something. Anything. Then it's 3 hours later, and I'm even less relaxed than I was.
Perhaps I can help you.
With what? Relaxing?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises. The ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax. Right away. But first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
Oh, I love them. Emmerich and Bellara are probably my favorite two characters in this game. They're sweet. Communal notes on Lighthouse. Thank you for your notes, Bellara. You've discovered fascinating things about these artifacts. Emmerich. Thanks, Professor. I wish I knew more about the lighthouse itself. The ancient elves crafted a lot of places right inside the Fade, but this one's so calm. You really think it likes company? Bellara. Yes. From the way the etheric flow bends to the pulse of this place, the lighthouse is shielding us from stronger currents. Without it, we'd attract dangerous company in the Fade. Emmerich. Did Solas build this place himself? How old is it? So many mysteries. Bellara. Speaking of which, where did this stain come from? Emmerich. Sorry, coffee spilled when an artifact went off. Bellara. Let us begin a fresh page. Emmerich. Oh, crap, hold on. Let me clear the Lords of Fortune page, because I read those. Oh, I didn't read this one. Letter from Shathan to Tosh. Eva Tosh. I am pleased you are well in your new home. Is the food sufficient? If you are using your gift more often now, as I suspect you are, then you will need to eat more green vegetables to prevent the blood sickness. This is especially important during your moon cycle. If you run out of tea or medicines, I would be happy to send more. Do not neglect the Embrium pills before your sleep. You forgot your extra Darsam ropes at home. I have sent them to you. The ropes will fray eventually, especially when adorned with ornamentation like yours. Trust your senses, hunt wisely, and be cautious using your fire in front of the Antam. Remember, Shakor Toebra, Shathan. Letter from Tosh to local Rivaini guards about Karash. I have explained this before. Karash isn't Antam. He was with the Antom. Antom dreadnoughts are crewed by soldier caste and non-soldier caste. He did charts. You can't be scared of someone who did charts. I know, Rivaini sailors fight and do charts, but the Qunari has all this caste crap. He's a weather guy who got stuck on the dreadnought when the Antom assholes broke away from the Qun. He's as scared of them as you are. He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to talk about humidity and air pressure and crap. He's also nervous around Boss. All of you. Shaitan and I will take care of him. We might get him back to Parvalan when he's ready. I'm done talking about this. And then... a lighthouse spirit? I'm starting to wonder if the lighthouse might be alive. There's almost a heartbeat, I'd call it. A rhythm to how things happen and move. I asked the professor about it, and he told me about something called a genius loci. The spirit of a place. The spirits are attracted to emotion, right? And a place that has a lot of emotion tied up with it, that's going to attract an especially strong spirit. And there's a feeling like something's watching us, but not in a bad way, more comforting than anything. And that's nice. I was going to see if I can speak to it. Not sure how I'd do that. Gonna ask the professor about it. From Balara's journal. Okay, here, I just wanted to clear those. I'm gonna leave the mementos one up. Alright, well, let's go chat with the others then. Emmerich down here, so no need to chat with him upstairs, but I'll get Tosh and Varric. If Tosh is here. Oh, Tosh is not here. She must be elsewhere. And Varric is where Varric always is. Hello, Varric.
Hey, Rook. Nice to have our own kitchen, don't you think?
Can I stand on the bed? Nope. Can I stand on one of these beds? Also no. It is nice to have our own kitchen. I guess you didn't really have one with the Inquisition. I mean, like, there was a kitchen, but, like, you couldn't cook. Oh, yeah, Tosh is out here. Hey, Tosh. Hey, Davrin.
So, Tosh, the dragon hunter in this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough, but I'll handle any archdemons we meet.
Fine. But I get to help.
Of course you get to help. You'll always get to help. Are we ready to upgrade again? We are.
Mastery.
I'll go through and do some upgrades later. I don't want to do them right now. Let's check in on... Actually, let's run up here real quick and do a quick rock, paper, scissors with Manfred. Hi, Manfred. Bah, bah, bah. Oh, it's a draw. Wait, one more. Let's just get a better angle on this thing. Bah, bah, bah. Oh, yay, Manfred won. He said yay. I love that Manfred. He's so cute. He's taller than Rana. That's funny. I thought Arana was supposed to be taller than Heron. Ooh, I don't remember. I'll have to look at my height sheet. I have like a height chart for all my canon characters.
I hope Nev's alright. She must be so torn up about her friends in Minrathous. At least Treviso will be alright.
Yeah. Asan! Big hug. He kind of purrs. He lets out this little, like, growly purr in the back of his throat, it sounds like. It's cute. Oh, Lucanus and Nev.
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
She's a detective. You have to understand that. Anything new on the list? No. Still same. Still same. Okay, that's everyone then. So we said back to Treviso, right? That was the plan? To go back to Treviso really quickly and... Lucanus and... Limerick. I like the Lucanus and Limerick. They have lots of good chats. Let's go see... I think I do just have to talk to Tay and Viago, but I do want to make sure I track that properly. Oh no, see, I'm supposed to meet Lucanus in the Cantori Diamond.
I have heard that dragon rampaging through Minrathus blighted people.
That's a bad death. Think what could have happened to Treviso if our dragon had not been chased out.
I don't wish to spoil the day.
There we go. Alright. Lucanis. Barely returned from his imprisonment at the ossuary, Lucanus must help arrange a funeral for his grandmother.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
Tell us what you need.
What do you need us to do?
There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes. Of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you. I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
He's acting strange.
Something's going on with him. I don't know what.
When he's not on the job, my cousin always has his head in the clouds.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next. And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come. I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Okay.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
Not you, though?
How did you stay on her good side?
What good side?
To hear Katerina tell it, Lucanis can do no wrong.
It's easy to look good standing next to my cousin.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
I want to know why these three houses particularly are so, like, close in together. Okay, well, dang. I think it's time, then, for us to do one of these things. Should we go meet Morgan? Or have Conan Antoine? Let's go meet Morgan. Let's start there. Go to Docktown Meet Morgan at the crossroads. Not in the crossroads. In Ducktown at the Cobbled Swan.
Oh no.
Oh, right. This is the first time we've been back. Oh, man. This sucks. Well, shit. I'm gonna switch out some people real quick. I want Harding and Nev. Yeah.
Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the shadow dragons?
It's awful. Oh my god. Venatori here. Overwhelmed them. Do that. I can detonate Sundered. I cannot apply Sundered. I can detonate it.
Got one, got one.
I've got the setup, you do the rest. My job.
We can, but...
Job's done. Your turn. Damn it! The shadows certainly didn't invite them in. Look around. If there's some trace or a clue, we need to find it.
Shit. It's in such bad shape. Tosh talks. Those guys with sickles. Been trying to figure out what the Venatori with the sickles are doing. They're fighting weird, swinging them almost like axes, but a sickle's blade doesn't face outward like an axe's blade does. A sickle's blade faces down, perpendicular to the handle. You'd swing it to chop down more, or hook onto something if you were trying to catch hold and then climb. Or an expert would snap their wrist back right as they connect it so that the blade twists along the point of impact. That's how you cut through stuff cleanly with a single slice. These guys are clearly trained, so why fight that way? Update. Talked with Nev. It's because they aren't trying to get quick kills. They're trying to make bleeding wounds. The weapons are enchanted. They use blood magic to do their fancy vanishing and jumping around tricks. Assholes.
A candle hop.
Candlehop message. Curious about you. And you of us? Other candlehops. Fine. Please?
Is this for us? Strange. He wants us to find more.
Word from Viper. Venatori moving to eliminate us. No one is safe. I'll be waiting in the loading area near the docks. Meet me there. Hector.
Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance.
He was waiting for someone near the market. He might still be there. The killings. This is...
You don't forget something like this. It sticks with you.
Gosh, it's awful. I'll just collect quests later. I don't want to get bogged down into them when I'm trying to complete. Oh, hold on though. I went the wrong direction. Here. I'm trying to complete a main quest line.
Your warden contacts, Efka and Antoine, you think they'll come through?
They'll try.
Well, it's more than we've gotten from the first warden. Where'd you meet them anyway?
Beautiful crack. Love that.
What was I talking about?
Your warden contacts, Efka and Antoine. You think they'll come through?
They'll try.
Well, it's more than we've gotten from the first warden.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet them anyway?
It was the Deep Roads. They were there on warden business. Varric and I were after Solus. We didn't tell them at the time, of course. But you survive a Deep Stalker attack together, and you make fast friends.
I love Evka and Antoine. They're my faves. Oh, why was that ship sail really like lower poly than everything else? That's very interesting.
And now a dragon. What's happening to this city? I heard some people lost their homes.
Yeah, well, yeah. Never included.
What you do anyway? You're not a builder.
Shades of the Blight. Meet Morgan at the Cobbled Swan. The team pursues leads that reveal disturbing information about the spread of the Blight, but also gains some unexpected aid.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Lavellan, the woman who led us all.
Ugh, I forgot how pretty I made her. She's not a Lavellan I've ever played, but she's cool. Oh, okay. You like a little, like, Dalish, like, elf greeting?
Andaran Atashan. Anathara. I wish we could be meeting without our gods threatening to blight the world.
A blight that spreads wider with each passing heartbeat.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
Yeah, you can count on me.
I won't let you down. Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
Dang. Tell me more about the South, then.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Vorlay. Valrorio and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already, if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marchers have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Vallen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma...
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
Somebody's got to. I feel like I'm taking this in a whole lot better than my first time. My first time I just kept thinking about my wardens, like the canon I have is that my warden, Ida, and Alistair have children much later, obviously, than they originally wanted to because of, like, Blight, but they do have kids, and thinking of how old these kids are and that they're just, like, these little tiny children, and I was, like, literally sobbing playing this section of the game because I was like, oh my gosh, these poor kids, and they've never known peace. How are you here, though?
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's vir of us, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I need your connections.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Good. I don't trust him.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solus rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
Solus was... important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think... I hope... it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dang. Poor Inquisitor Lavellan. That's really sad to have the man that you fell in love with trying to destroy the world as you know it. Alright. Well, we will end here on the rainy streets of Minrathous, having just met the Inquisitor, and pick up next time, heading over to the Hosberg Wetlands to meet with Evka and Antoine. Alright. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye-bye.